Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We begin on page 142. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachei Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Nil Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is good to be here with all of you, and especially our fourth graders. Thank you for helping to lead us in Shabbat services tonight. We look forward to having you on the Bima in a few moments. So it has been quite a week here in Michigan. If you were a kid, you got to probably watch a lot of TV and read a lot of books, and I bet hot chocolate too, or something like that. Yeah, if you were a parent, you got to pull your hair out a little bit. And if you don't have kids at home, hopefully you stayed warm, and you had a good week still. I imagine some of us, even our workplaces were closed this week. And so as we bring in this Shabbat, let's let go of this past week and exhale the cold and inhale the 50 degrees coming in like 2 days. Right? That's right? So let go of the week that's gone by, and whether it's been a week of a little, some tedious hours, or even maybe a little fun too, make a little room for yourself, for Shabbat. Make some space to let the peace of Shabbat in. And with that, we can welcome the Sabbath bride on page 138 and 139, L'Chadodi. We'll be singing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we reach our 9th and final verse, if you're able, please rise and face the entrance to our sanctuary to welcome Shabbat HaMalkah when we get to the 9th and final verse. Page 138, 139.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad hishmi'anu, El HaMeyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shem u'letiferet ve'letila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha soch ma'aseh b'machshava tehila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri
תתעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי 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 שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך בגללך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה אורי ושלום עטרת בעלה גם בשמחה ובצולתו אמוני עם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה.
And we continue on page 140, Psalm 92, singing to Shabbat, Mizmor Shir LeYom HaShabbat. This psalm was written especially for the day we have currently entered, Shabbat, page 140.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות עלי אסור ועלי נבל עלי היגיון בכינור מזמור שיר ליום השבת טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון ולזמר לשמך עליון.
We continue with our candle lighting and invite to our bima Janice Tainch. Oh, there you are, Janice. To light our Sabbath lights, page 120, 121.
This one. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. We continue on page 144 with the Chatzi Kaddish.
יתקדל ויתקדש שמי רבה
Amen.
ביעמד יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון
וכייתך בית ישראל בעגלה, בעגלה, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמרה במבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה.
יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה, ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה,
תושבחתה ונחמתה, תמירן בעלמה, ואמרו amen. All right, fourth graders, if you have the Baruch and Shema, if you're a part of that group, come on up to our bima. Please join us right up here. And we continue with the Baruch on page 146. Please rise if you're able. Nine, nine, nine. Yeah, nine, 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 nine. Yeah, nine, nine, yeah, nine, nine, nine. Yeah, nine, 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 nine. Yeah, nine, nine. Yeah, nine, nine. Yeah, nine. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. O God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence. And we continue on the bottom of page 149. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, or brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim. And responsibly on the bottom of page 151. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol.
All these things your Torah gives to us.
And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives.
What could be a truer token of your mighty love
than this holiest of your works in the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Please rise once more if you're able for Shema, page 152. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Baruch Shem Kevod Shem Kevod
Please be seated. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. We continue responsibly on the bottom of page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Page 158, Mi Chamocha, and we invite to our Bima our group of fourth graders for Mi Chamocha and Hashkivenu. Please join us. Page 158.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדע בקודש, נורא תהילות תוסף אלה, נורא תהילות תוסף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
I think it's easy to lull ourselves most of the time, of course not all of the time, but most of the time for many of us into believing that the worst will stay away, that illness, that war, that the harshness of life will keep far from us. And of course, that isn't the truth of life, that it is something that approaches us. We ask in Hashkivenu on page 160, we ask that God offer us some protection, that God keep that harshness from us as long as possible, to keep us safe from war, to keep us safe from famine, from illness, from the horrible things of life. Page 160, Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom Lehamidenu Shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom Lehamidenu Shomreinu lechaim. Ushmor tzeitenu uvoenu lechaim u'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom Lehamidenu Shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom Lehamidenu Shomreinu lechaim. Lehamidenu Shomreinu lechaim.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You guys can have a seat. Thank you. And on page 162, Vishamru, how will you make this day different than the rest of them? Keep it holy and special. Make it different from the rest of the week. Page 162.
Vishameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל עוד פי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל עוד פי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
This central prayer of this evening's service, the Amidah, begins on page 164. We will chant out loud together through page 170. However, the Amidah continues through page 180. So when we are done chanting out loud together, please continue either in the words in Hebrew or English, or if those words don't speak to you, the words of your own heart. Feel free, if you need to close your siddur, pray the words of your own heart during that time, that silent prayer time. And when you are done with your prayer, if you have not already taken a seat, please be seated so that we know we can continue together as one community. For now, though, if you're able, please rise, page 164.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'koneh Hakol, Ve'zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיה תפילת זרה להושיע משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם מכלכל חיים בחסד מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים סומך נופלים כרופא חולים ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך מלך מביט ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
middle of page 180.
Ose shalom, shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amen. Oseh shalom, shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ve'al kol Yisrael,
We continue as we remove our Torah from the Ark and invite to our Bima Greg Lewis, a member of our Board of Trustees. If you're able, please rise.
Ki mitzion teitzei Torah, ki mitzion teitzei Torah, u'devar Adonai mirushalayim. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadlul Adonai iti, uniromima shemo yachdav. Lecha Adonai hagedula v'hagevura v'hatiferet v'hanetzach v'hahod. Ki ho b'shamayim u'varetz, ki ho b'shamayim u'varetz. Lecha Adonai hamamlacha v'yamit naseh lechol rosh. Sorry. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed. Al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, al shlosha devarim, ha'olam omed. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
So we are in Parashat Mishpatim, and it's a bit of a continuation, essentially, of the giving of law at Sinai. Although not technically the Ten Commandments, some scholars think of it as a sort of explanation of the Ten Commandments. And there's some really famous verses in this week's Torah portion. This is the first time the eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth thing comes out. I think it's twice more, I think.
I know once anymore.
Yeah. And maybe just once more. But that is, obviously quoted often. Although in the Jewish tradition, of course, it is not understood to be literal. That as some of our some other folks, I won't name names, will not offer an interpretation, but actual literal understanding of that idea. And the rabbis went on to say that what that means is that when if you do something that would gouge out somebody's eye or take off their hand or whatever it may be, that you have to pay them adequately. You have to give them some type of compensation, and that depends on also the rabbis said on what kind of work the person did. Right? If you're a potter, your hands matter a lot more than I don't know. I can't think of something you don't need your hands for, but like that, right? You really need your hands for that one. A soothsayer. There we go. A soothsayer. Yes. So if your livelihood depends on that thing that's been maimed or hurt somehow, that you deserve a different amount of compensation, the rabbi said, than somebody else. So that's an interesting way of understanding those lines. You are not reading that though. You're yeah.
I chose something else.
That's good. So you can follow along in chapter 23 in your handout. It's good. It's a good section too. Yeah. Okay.
You'll all agree.
If you are having a birthday this month, or a celebration of some sort, an anniversary, anything that you may be celebrating this month, if you could join us on the Bima. Are you celebrating, or are you just reading? Okay.
I'm celebrating.
All right, that's right. Whoa! February is popular month.
Day after. So is May. That's right.
Yes. Yes. Okay. We'll start over here. What Cantor you want to go for?
My birthday's February 21st.
All right. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
You don't have to share age if you don't want to, but if you'd like to.
My birthday's February 21st.
All right. And?
My birthday is the 26th.
I knew that. And how old are you going to be?
9.
Awesome. All right. I knew that too.
February 6th.
All right. Wonderful. Happy birthday.
Our anniversary is February 26th.
Very nice. Okay. All right.
How many years?
38.
38 years. Mazel tov. Wonderful. Same anniversary.
Birthday, February 22nd.
Very nice.
49.
All right. Happy birthday.
My birthday is Valentine's Day, February 14th.
All right. How old are you going to be?
I'm gonna turn 8.
Nice. High five to 8.
On February 28th, I'll be 74.
Wow.
My son will be 45 tomorrow. My grandson will be 7 on February 18th, which is also my father's and grandfather's birthday.
Wow. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good number, too. 18. Very nice.
I'm 28.
Happy. You already said that. Oh, you're 28th. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. All right. I'll come back here.
This is a weird one. It's my second anniversary of my top surgery, which was a
right.
very important day for me.
Mazel
February
tov.
23rd.
Very nice.
Birthday, February 16th.
All right. Happy birthday.
Birthday, February 19th.
Right. And.
And wedding coming up this month, too, February 10th.
All right. Mazel tov to you.
Thank you.
My birthday is February 25th. I'll be 72.
Mazel tov.
I don't want to say it.
You don't want to say it? Okay. Yeah. Dad, you want to say it?
We're celebrating the life of Rosie's grandpa.
Ah, okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Okay, I'm going to scoot back here now so I can see everybody. And before you say a blessing of the Torah, because all of you get to now have the Aliyah as well, as a big group Aliyah, we'll say Misha Berach, Avotenu V'Imotenu, Abraham, Yitzhak, V'Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, V'Leah. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless all of you with a year of goodness, a year of good memories, a year of making more memories, a year of growth, a year of happiness, a year filled, I hope, to God with only the best stuff of life. May it be a year where you discover more about your partner, that even after the decades that you've been married, that you continue to discover each other, and for those of us celebrating birthdays, that you continue to grow and discover yourself as well. A good year for you all. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, and happy wedding, happy memories. Thank you. We're going to now move to our Aliyah, and Susan clearly is reading for us. I'm going to open the book here for the right page so you guys can follow along. So come close, come close, come close. And I'll give us a count. 1, 2, 3. Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
Amen. Lord Tata, Mishpat Avyonacha Berivo. Midva sheker tirhak, v'naki v'tzadik al taharog, ki lo asdik rasha. V'shochad lo tikach, ki hashochad ya'aver pikim, v'salei divrei tzadikim. וגר לא תלחץ ואתם ידעתם את נפש הגר, כי גרים הייתם בארץ מצרים. 6 שנים תזרע את עצך, ואספת את תבואתה, והשביעית תשמטנה ונטשתה, ואכלו אביוני עמך, ויתרום תאכל חיית השדה, כן תעשה לבבך לזיתך.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Mazel tov to you all. With our Torah still out, we take a few moments and think of our loved ones who are in need of healing, whether of mind or body or spirit. We are particularly mindful of Johanna Mabry, Debbie Pissarak, Joanne Blumberg, Erica Arnold, Marilyn Jeffs, Valentina Wolfson, Sally Rose Campbell, Hillary Handwerger, David Bloom, Judy Eisenberg, Milton Child, Jake Waxman, Bridget Ford, Roxanne Poandra, Joel Berger, Margaret Leslie, Karen Simon, Aaron Jupiter, Steve Gill, Stacy Young, Elena Weissman, Paul Vanek, Reuven Levine, Jack Jr. Roper, Amy Pebears, Judah Winston Schwartz, Sidney Usum, Barry Hopkins, Dave Gordon, Julie Lambert, Mindy Maringer, Stacy Hostler, Jeffrey Spoon, Gary Charson, Ann Wisiak, and Betsy Mark. If there are other names to add to our list for healing, please do so as my eyes meet yours. In your handout. Mi sheberach avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak veYaakov. Mi sheberach imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Mi sheberach avotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak veYaakov. Mi sheberach imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with a vision for tomorrow. Help us to reach out to those in pain. May the warmth of friendship ease our sorrow. Give us courage, give us faith, show us the way. Mi sheberach avotenu, Mi sheberach imotenu, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Please rise if you're able as we lift and dress our Torah.
V'zot HaTorah asher sam Moshe livnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. Ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la la la. Eitz chaim hi lama chazikim ba v'tomcheha meushar derocheha darchei noam v'chonetivoteh shalom shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva chadesh yameinu kekedem.
Please be seated. Last week, I pulled a shirt from my closet and the sleeve was sopping wet. I'd picked up the shirt from the dry cleaner just a few days before, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then I reached to the back of the closet and I felt the wall. It too was wet. There was condensation all over the wall. I live in an old house. It was built near the beginning of the 20th century, and it likely needs some new insulation. My closet is built along an outside wall in the bedroom, and the cold had clearly penetrated, and the humidity and higher temperature in the house was causing a good deal of condensation in my closet. I panicked. If I just let my clothes sit there, first they would freeze, and then they'd probably mold. This isn't a good situation. I realized one of the reasons that I was getting the condensation was because of the number of shirts in my closet. Like others in the room tonight, I have clothes in my closet that are many years older than my eldest child. I have clothes in my closet that I've had since college, and even to the embarrassment of my wife, I still wear them. I know that wasn't so long ago for me, but I also have shirts that I never wear. Shirts that are on hangers that rarely get moved. Shirts that I should have left in Connecticut or New York or California. The condensation was so bad because there wasn't enough air circulating in the closet. Needless to say, I donated a bunch of shirts that week. I also recently watched the first episode of the new Netflix show, Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. If you're unfamiliar, Marie is a decluttering diva. That wasn't my title. I found that somewhere else. She's written a book on the subject, has an entire step-by-step method of decluttering, and now has this new show on Netflix. Many of us attach great meaning to our things. They hold sentimental value beyond their utilitarian value. It's hard to get rid of things sometimes. There's nothing about liking our stuff that's intrinsically Jewish or not. Our tradition doesn't begrudge anyone for having too much stuff. Judaism generally only worries whether our stuff is getting in the way of good relations with people and God. Marie, however, is on a mission to declutter. When going through her closet, she asks her clients to hold one item in their hand and decide whether that item brings them joy. If it does, keep it. If not, donate it or get rid of it. It's an interesting and maybe worthwhile philosophy of living in an age of hyper-consumerism and hoarding. However, it's a question: does this shirt bring you joy? That only some in our society would have to deliberate over. It's a question one must ask only when one has so many shirts that bring no joy. In this week's Torah portion, Mishpatim, among the many commandments the Israelites receive is the commandment found in chapter 23, verses 25 and 26. If you take your neighbor's garment in pledge, you must return it to him before the sun sets. It is his only clothing, the sole covering for his skin. In what else shall he sleep? Therefore, if he cries out to me, I will pay heed, for I am compassionate. The Torah is telling us, when a person, in particular, only has one garment and uses it as collateral, even if she can't fulfill the pledge made that day, we must return it. Keeping the garment is sinful. In this case, even if her inability to make good on the pledge will do some financial damage to us, we cannot keep her only garment. Humanity and compassion take precedence over our financial loss. Maybe not for all of us here tonight, but I bet for most of us, having only one garment is hard to imagine. Last night, along with a few other volunteers, Abby Eggerman and I spent the night at Scarlett Middle School. The school was hosting was hosting as an additional overflow shelter for the Delanis Center. The men and women arrived at 9 p.m. with jackets on their backs, and most with a bag in hand. And for many of these guests, they carried all of their personal items with them. For sure, if they left me with their coat as a pledge for doing some task, if I did not return it to them, they might die without it. Millions of people in this country have closets full of clothes they don't wear. Clothes that don't bring them any joy. We've got problems like condensation buildup on our walls. Now, I don't mean to suggest that we should feel guilty for these problems, that we should feel guilty for having too much stuff. However, when we hold our clothes in our hands before donating them and ask, does this item bring me joy? Regardless of the answer, we should also acknowledge that maybe at one point in time, this item brought me life. In our morning service, during the section of prayers we call Nesim B'chol Yom, blessings for everyday miracles, we recite this blessing, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish arumim. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who clothes the naked. My suggestion, even though the worst of the cold is behind us, I hope, when you put on your jacket tonight as you leave to go home, thank God you have it. And as you get in your pajamas tonight to get into bed, thank God you have them. And as you get dressed tomorrow morning, thank God for those clothes as well. And if you're uncomfortable with thanking a deity, just say thank you. Just give thanks. Not only for the joy that these things bring, but for the life they preserve. Shabbat Shalom. We continue on page 586 with Aleinu. Please rise if you're able.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשינו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמרנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 591.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. When I die, give what's left of me away to children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands, by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. We are in the period of Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning for Matilda Post, Jeffrey Gersh, David Koenig, Andrew Posner, Linda Levy, Roy Vanek, and Mel Friedman. I believe we left the name off. Sean Brower, thank you. Our yahrzeits this week are for Mina Adler, Esther Adler, Hedwig Bach, Ruth Berger, Max Charson, Robert Dietz, Hy Eisenberg, Margaret Eldon, Esther Fisher, Rose Friedland, Michael Freeman, Arthur Grain, Mickey Haskin, Rose Hilleber, Robert Horowitz, Julian Hurwitz, Sidney Cantor, Pearl Levine, Jacob Levine, Essie Lichtenstein, Julian Lichtenstein, Ethel Leibowitz, Benjamin Lindenberg, Margaret Little, David Marsh, Eva Mendelson, Sidney Pillay, Jeannie Party, Ruth Reed, Susan Schwartz, Franklin Simon, Alice Sivak, Arnie Spellman, Philip Stein, Thayer Warshaw, Robert Welk, Seymour Yarrows, and Bernard Schwartz. If there are other names to add to our list for mourning, please do so as my eyes meet yours. For all of those mentioned, for all of those who go unmentioned, and for all of those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we rise, page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon u'chayed achol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Olomei Almaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yit'aleh V'yit'alal Shemei Kudesha B'richu Ve'ela min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei Shalama Rabbah min Shemaya V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav u'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav u'yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Zichronam levracha, may their memories be forever a blessing. Please be seated. As I invite back to our bima Greg Lewis for announcements. Karen, you can't leave, Karen, because I want to say thank you to you, to our fourth grade teacher. Karen teaches Shabbat morning for us, and our Hebrew teachers who I don't believe are here, but Rebecca and Shira, who do an amazing job helping to educate our students this year's fourth grade class, and many. How long have you been teaching here, Karen? 20 years. Not always fourth grade though. Always fourth grade, or you've moved? Sorry? You've had a break. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you for all that you've done for this community, for this. Yeah. And to Rabbi Daniel Alter, his leadership in our school as we continue to maintain and innovate and just make our school the best in Michigan. Yes. Let's say that. Oh yeah. Yeah. And to our fourth graders, thank you so much for being on our bima and for helping us lead. I think we got some back there too. They're around. There's Andrew. Thank you guys for being on our bima and helping us lead. I look forward to you being on our bima again next year and the year after and every year. All right, Greg. Sorry. Come on up.
stole my thunder.
Sorry. The rabbi's got to say thank you.
He does. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'm Greg Lewis, a member of the Board of Trustees. On behalf of the board, let me welcome all of our members, our guests, our fourth graders, and all those out watching us on live stream. It's wonderful to see everyone here tonight, despite the cold. There are a number of announcements, and usually I just direct you to the back to read yourself, but I actually really do want to highlight tomorrow evening when we will have a service here. It's the first one that's listed here on the back, a service really dedicated, I think, to healing and to song and to joy at a time that I think for many of us is quite challenging and difficult. And so I look forward to seeing all of you, or as many of you as who can be here tomorrow night. Will we be streaming tomorrow night? We're going to be in the chapel. So TBD if we'll be streaming or not, but check on the website. If we are streaming, it'll be up on the website. Terrific. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Thank you, Greg. And I just want to also make a quick mention, the end of March, Rabbi Rick Jacobs, the president of the Union for Reform Judaism, will be joining us here Thursday, the 28th. We're having a really wonderful conversation with Rabbi Jacobs, Deborah Dashmore, Carla Goldman, and Tilly Seamus at the Art Museum. It's going to be a fantastic evening. And then also he'll be joining us for Shabbat services and having many different conversations with different segments of our congregation. So I hope that you'll join us for that. He's a wonderful, wonderful speaker, and we're in a very interesting time in Jewish life in America. So hearing from him about the future of the Reform movement in particular, I think will be quite interesting. There are other great things too, but
March is filled with awesome things. February has a whole bunch of fun things coming up too. So just stay tuned and check out the website.
Yes. Kiddush and
Motzi.
You like that?
I love that. Thank you for remembering. I almost forgot. But I think, for a change, I think we want to invite up a bunch of fourth graders and anyone else who would like to come up and join them.
I like to say anybody who thinks of themselves as a young person. Not like a young person, but a young person. You can come up to the Bima for Kiddush Motzi. That's self-selecting group. So
even grown-ups can come up.
that's right.
That's right.
All right. At the very beginning of everything, when God created the heaven and the earth, God made a separation between the sea above and the sea below, and God planted plants on the earth and put the sun and the moon and the stars in the sea above. And then God put the fish and the sea monsters in the sea below and the flying creatures in the sea above. And then created the creepy crawly things that crawl all over the earth. And then finally created us human beings and said to us, now it's time to rest.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza banu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon himchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tefila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat L'chaim.
It's grape juice. Yeah. I think there's some in the social hall for everybody, just so we don't have to share from all one cup. Yeah.
Yeah, especially this time of year, we don't want to share colds and stuff, even if you don't have one. You never know. All right, I'm going to hold this over here. We're going to be careful of the Kiddush cup. And everyone, if you can't touch the challah, then touch someone who's touching the challah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, b'tei avon. Gently take a piece.
It tastes better if you gently take it.
Yeah, good job, Andrew. I would hardly call that gentle. Did everyone get some who would like?
Page
That's okay, you can share it with everyone.
625. Page 625.
Well, at least most of the challah is gone this time.
Adon olam Hashem alach b'terem kol yitzir nivra v'et nasa v'chefzo kol azai melech shemo nikra azai melech shemo nikra v'yacharei kihot hakol v'vado yimloch nora v'hu haya v'hu hoveh והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד בין שני, להמשילו, להכבירה, בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה, ולא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי וחי גואלי, וצור חבלי בעת צרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא, בידו הקיד רוחי, בעת אישן ועירה, ועם רוחי גביעתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא, Adonai li velo ira.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Please don't forget to take your Sederim with you as you exit the sanctuary. We will see you in the social hall. I am sure there's cake.
Ooh, yum.